So in the last lectures, we added React Native navigation for both iOS and Android. For Android, I already rebuilt the project. Now let's also do this for iOS. npm run iOS is the command. Might also take a couple of seconds since it has to rebuild the entire project. And thereafter, we should have two up-to-date projects running on our simulators, really using React Native navigation so that we can start using their features. Now what you see is you get two errors. Now the reason for this is as soon as you start using React Native navigation, this single index.js file which we used before doesn't work anymore. You need to add two separate ones. You need to add an index.ios.js file and an index.android.js file. Historically, this was always required, and it still makes sense if you have different ways of starting your app, maybe a different layout you want to use, a different starting screen. Here, however, we'll use the same setup, so I'll just copy the code from index.js and paste it into index.ios and index.android. You don't need to do anything else with these files except for save them. With that added, you should be able to reload your application and thereafter see two splash screens. That's actually the default. You don't see your application anymore because now that we added React Native navigation, we have to load our app differently. Loading it like this with our Redux component here doesn't work. Instead, we can find out how to start in the official documentation, but hey, you're probably watching this course to not read the entire documentation. So let me show you how to actually start this app with a screen in the next lecture.